Welcome back. A day after the killing of a student in the CISF firing, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah visited the student's family in Baramulla district and called his death a murder. Omar's car was blocked by protesters who got out of the car and addressed the crowd. He said the use of force was excessive and inexcusable. The 12th standard student was killed after the CISF personnel opened fire on people protesting against power cuts. A probe has been launched into the incident. 5 CISF Jawans have been arrested. The relationship between Congress and Trinamool in West Bengal has hit a new low over Mamata Banerjee's proposal to rename Indira Bhavan, a building named after Indira Gandhi in Kolkata's Salt Lake. The Youth Congress today held a demonstration in the city to protest the name change. Mamata Banerjee wanted the building renamed Nazrul Bhavan after the legendary Bengali poet Qazi Nazrul. Mamata said that the Congress is working with the CPM to attack the Trinamool. A 20-year-old Briton, Kyra Stapleton, charged with the murder of Indian student Anuj Bidway in Greater Manchester, has been remanded by a UK court. Bidway's murder, suspected to be a hate crime, has been strongly condemned. On Monday evening, in a silent protest against Bidway's murder, a candlelight vigil was held in northern England. A large number of people from Salford, along with Bidway's friends and fellow students, gathered to pay their respects and leave candles and flowers at the place where Bidway died. Bidway was a postgraduate student at Lancaster University. He was shot at point-blank range in the head in an unseemingly provoked attack on the 26th of December. 2 top policemen from Manchester travelled to Pune and visited Bidway's family yesterday. The new year has begun on a turbulent note in Pakistan. The Membergate scandal continues to cast its shadow over ties between the government and the military establishment. Now, in a new twist in the tale, Asma Jahangir, the country's foremost civil rights lawyer who took on Hussain Haqqani's defense, has suddenly stepped down, accusing the army and the ISI of trying to ensnare Haqqani. Some say all the developments could mean early elections in Pakistan.
आप ये कह रही हैं कि हुसैन हक्कानी आईएसआई और फौजी इदारों से डर के चुपके वज़ीर आज़म?
बिल्कुल, और किस लिए बैठे? वहाँ केक पेस्ट्री अच्छी होती है, और किस लिए बैठे हुए?
क्या खौफ है अपने मुल्क में? ये
वो उनको उठा के ले जाएं, उनके बाम शाम मोड़ोड़ के फिर जो कहलवाना चाहें कहलवा लें।
मसलन क्या?
Damaging words by Pakistan's leading rights activist who quit as counsel for former US envoy Hussain Haqqani in the Memogate scandal. Asma Jahangir accused the Supreme Court appointed commission investigating the scandal of acting under the influence of the military. She is also alleged that the ISI is trying to frame Haqqani, who quit in November, over the secret memo allegedly sent to the US authorities saying that Zardari feared a coup after Osama bin Laden's killing. The commission, comprising the Chief Justices of the High Courts of Islamabad, Baluchistan and Sindh, today asked government officials to produce records of the phone communications and issued fresh notices to key players, including the ISI chief and former US National Security Advisor James Jones. But the political ripples from the scandal have intensified speculation of early polls, despite Prime Minister Gilani's repeated denials. The biggest threat to the ruling PPP now seems to be a possible alliance between a former president and a fast-emerging force in Pakistan, Imran Khan.
हमने सबसे पहले पाकिस्तान में इंसाफ का निजाम लेके आना है, एक मजबूत अदालती निजाम बनाना है.
The huge turnout at the cricketer-turned-politicians rally in Karachi last week was seen as a sign of changing winds. Now, Imran Khan's Tehreek-e-Insaf has said that it's open to an alliance with Musharraf. Shah Mahmood Qureshi, who recently quit the PPP to join Imran Khan, said a decision will be taken in due course. Elections in Pakistan are due in February 2013, but the way internal political dynamics are shifting virtually by the day, the question is, will this government survive its full term? Bureau Report, NDTV.
Chennai gets a taste of kacheri all the way from Belgium. Stay tuned as we get news in detail.